Welcome, this is Halak, and in today's tutorial I'll be covering Java operators. And as you see on the right side of my screen here, I have an image showing the operators and their precedence. Okay, so from unary, increment and decrement, all the way down to the assignment operators. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the unary operators first. So let's say that I have an int. Just assign it as 9. I want to print out this value first. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 copies. And I'm going to demonstrate the postfix first. So let me also demonstrate the prefix notation at the same time. So let's put a blank space between that. And then change it to the prefix increment. Okay, so I'm going to save it and run it. Okay, so you observe the printout. Okay, so we started out as n is equal to 9, we get 9, which is what we expected. But you notice that this right here. See, so now you know why this is called a unary operator. It's not the same as n is equal to n plus 1, which is with the plus n plus 1 would be a binary operator. Okay, so this is a unary operator, and you notice that it prints out 9. Okay, and then afterwards it prints out 10. Right. So what's happening with this statement here is that n gets printed out its current value before the increment. Right. So this statement gets executed, and then the increment occurs afterwards. However, down here you can see just the opposite. All right. So I set it back to n is equal to 9, and you notice that here, this line here, right, it actually prints 10. So the increment occurs before the execution of this statement. All right. So that's the difference between postfix and prefix. Okay. Now, the associativity, right to left, I think it's better to actually show you with another example instead of this one to demonstrate what associativity means. So let's just say that I have n is equal to, so n plus 1. Just say that. All right. Now I can actually stick with that. Okay. The associativity comes from the fact that this is associated. Okay, so this operator gets associated with n first, and then the assignment occurs. Okay, so that's what we mean. If it was not, something like this would happen. Okay, something like this would actually happen. And that's pretty much nonsense, right? That doesn't really make any sense. Okay. So that's what the associativity means. Okay. Now the type is a cast, and I talked about casting from a previous video tutorial, so I'm going to skip that. I'm also going to skip the mod operator. Okay, and head all the way down to here. Actually, this is something we haven't seen before. Okay, this is the conditional shortcut. Okay, so let's see what that actually means. And to actually demonstrate that, we're going to need something else. We're going to create a variable and just say if n is equal to 10, all right, if n is equal to 10, then I'm going to assign, I'm going to say n is equal to 10. Okay, else string is equal to n is not equal to 10. Okay. Right. So, and then if I want to print it out, I could. Oops. Right. So, of course, we expect this to be printed out, which we did. Okay. That was the case. Now, let's set string back to being an empty string. Okay. Now I'm going to. Actually, I didn't need to do that. I can just go on and do this. Okay. So this is the operator I want to demonstrate, and string is equal to, oops, doesn't make sense. Okay, and n is not equal to 10. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna copy this and bring it down. That's what I did. Okay. So I run it. I expect the same thing to happen, which is true. Okay. So what's happening here is that this operator actually expects a variable, its result to be assigned to a variable. That's the reason why I needed to create the string variable here. Now, this condition here says if n is equal to 10, if this is true, assign this string to string. Else, assign this to that. Right? So that's the shortcut. So the form of this is that this evaluates to a Boolean, either true or false. If it's true, the first value will be assigned to the resulting assignment here. If it's not, then this value will be assigned. Okay, and that's the conditional operator. All right. In a previous video lecture, I actually covered this assignment, the shortcut assignment, the plus equal. It's the same for the mod operator as well. All right. So we do something like, let's say, come up with a, so I'm just going to do, this won't work. M, right? Wait, what am I doing? So I'm going to do this. So first of all, this is the where we do something like this, right? Okay, we print would actually be equal to m would actually be equal to 1, right? Just to refresh our memory. All right, so that's all we have. Now to actually do something like this, I'm going to change this a bit. Do that. Maybe a little clearer. All right, so let's do this. All right, so what we expect here. All right, so we got 3. Okay, so basically this expands to it's just like if m is equal to m plus 1, so this would be m would be equal to m mod 4. Right? So that's what it actually expands to. Okay, so that's what the mod is. It's just another nice shortcut to have. Okay, so that's it for operators and their precedence and associativity. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in another session.